Hi guys, this is Nikhil Rastogi from TechTree, and today we have for you the ASUS Transformer Book. This is the latest model. This is the T100. So let's see what's in the box here. So we of course have our laptop here, which is actually a hybrid design. You can open the screen out, take out the screen from the laptop itself. But this is not in its regular packing as ASUS has sent it to us. So we do have our micro USB cable over here with its adapter. You do get along with this is the quick startup guide and warranty papers, which is not in here, but that's all right. So what we have here is a laptop. As you can see, it's more like a netbook, so it's almost like netbooks are returning here. But however, this has a very unique feature, as it's called a Transformer Book. You can remove this screen. So let's start up this thing. Actually, before that, let's just see the ports. Your actual power key is right here. So in fact, earlier when I had opened this out, I was hunting for a power key here since most laptops have it here. But this is actually a pad. It's like an iPad itself. So it's got its power key here. It has its volume thing here. And this button, I do not know yet what it does, but we'll come back to that later. Okay, so on the other side, it has the 3.5mm jack. It's got micro HDMI over here. It's got this micro USB for charging. And it has got SD card, micro SD card support thing here. On this side, only on the keyboard dock is just one USB, and this is USB 3.0, I think. On the other side, it has nothing at all. So if you're looking at sort of a laptop which gives you a lot of USB ports, or at least two, this one will not, since it has only one. So let's switch on the laptop and see here. As you can see, it's 8.1 and it's got a nice touchscreen to it. So when I click the Start menu, which is the Windows 8.1 Start menu, you can use the Windows 8.1 apps using the touchscreen. And of course, you have an option of your trackpad itself. So this thing costs about 34,000 MRP, which should be a little lower in the market. And for that price, you get a 10.1 inch screen, okay, which is like a tablet which you can remove. And the specs inside are, you have a quad-core Intel Atom processor, which is 1.3 gigahertz. You have, of course, have Intel HD graphics in this thing, and also you have 2 GB of RAM. So none of these can you upgrade. So the RAM you cannot upgrade since it's on one chip itself. You have very low hard drive space, so you get about 32 GB in this model. You also have a 64 GB model. So it's actually an SSD. If you have a look, it's actually an SSD drive. So if you need more space, if you like to hoard a lot of movies, then you will require an external hard drive. So everything that comes sits inside this guy. It does not sit on the keyboard dock. The keyboard dock is purely a keyboard dock. That is because you can actually remove this thing and carry it around. So all your processor, your RAM, your hard drive, that is your SSD hard drive, sits right in here. You also can charge it directly, as it's got the ports right on it here. So that means if you want to make presentations, then you have the micro HDMI port that will help you do that with this. However, if you would like to attach your 3G dongles, etc., you will need to use a keyboard dock for this. One thing that we did discover is when placing it on the keyboard dock, it does have a slight click to it. But sometimes you can miss that due to noise in the environment. And due to that reason, if you lift up the laptop, it will tend to fall since it's not placed correctly. Okay, so one thing that this does have is a webcam, which is 1.2 megapixel. It's pretty much standard, nothing really to talk about here. It's great enough for Skype in good environment, in good lighting that is. The weight of this thing is about 1 kg, which is quite nice. This is 1.06 kg actually, which is very, very light. So it's easy to carry around, okay. The battery life that ASUS claims is 11 hours. We have to run a battery test to this. I bet it'll come to about 3 to 4 hours, which is still quite good. Okay, so who this is not for, okay? If you're looking for a full-blown laptop, you do not want this one, as this has one USB port only. All right, so this is great enough for your mouse, but if you want to attach a dongle, you have a problem there. If you want to attach your hard drive, you have a problem there, okay? Also, if you're looking for a big screen, obviously this is not what you want. But for those who are looking for a tablet which can become a laptop without having the silly Android system in it, which we had seen before on the HP Slate, this one is really good. And the touchscreen is very responsive. It's a 5-finger touchscreen, not 10-finger touchscreen. Doesn't really matter. it's more than enough for your purposes. Other than that, surfing through this is a breeze, no issues whatsoever. It is perfect for office work since it has Atom processor and 2 GB of RAM. You cannot expect gaming out of this at all. Casual gaming will do. However, big gaming, or if you're using Photoshop, forget about it. It's going to be very slow for that work. All right, having said that, this is a tablet, well, part tablet at least. This does have your orientation sensors in it. So you can work in this portrait mode too. So what it does have is an accelerometer, as this proves it. It has an ambient light sensor also for you, and it has a gyroscope. What it does not have is a GPS. So if you're thinking you have full-fledged laptop with Windows in it, not so. You will not be able to, well, unless you have Wi-Fi connected or a dongle connected, you'll not be able to roam around the city trying to locate where you are on the Google Maps. So keep that in mind. So that's pretty much it for a quick view. For a full review, do check out TechTree.com in the coming few days. And thanks for watching.